I think something we see often is people look at a business and go, I could do it way better, and I'd know a bit about marketing, and I'd do this and I'd do that. But if you can look at it through a lens of how could I make this business more valuable rather than just I could tap into some of this opportunity and maybe increase the revenue, could you digitize it? Could you add some processes in? And everybody would be familiar with this if they have someone they know in their life that is a little bit later in their life in business, and they still do things via paper, or they don't believe in an online booking system or whatever. And those are the sorts of businesses that you are probably going to be able to pay less for because it's not worth what the business owner thinks it is, but they're tired, they've had enough, and they want to get out, and they want to secure the next stage of their life. And you could potentially realize a lot of money in a deal like that because you can then go in, add value, bring it up to 2024 and beyond, and then look to just then live off the profits that come out of it or resell it if you want to as well. So you've got to have some form of strategy from the start of where you're going with it.
Spot on. And I think that's something that business owners, I suppose it's getting a little bit away from buying a business, but once you've actually got the business, it is an asset. And it's surprising to see how often business owners neglect that asset. Like, again, you used an example of a house. Like, we don't neglect our houses. We mow the lawns typically. You'll keep the windows clean, the gutters clean. You'll paint it. You'll look after it. You'll nurture it because you know it's an asset, and you're one day going to want to sell it. And typically, most Kiwis, by and large, are proud of their houses. You want to drive past and go, "Yeah, that's our digs. Look at us." Da 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 da. A business is no different. You need to take care of it. You need to nurture it so that you preserve that value and grow that value so that ultimately when you want to sell it, you're going to sell it for more than what you paid for it.
And it's no different to people who have a business of flipping property. Usually they're going in trying to pay less than what the market value may be so that they make money straight away, and then they go, right, how can we add value to this? In businesses, same thing. The technology, much like a property, is going to change. Well, you know what? We probably don't need condensation and wooden windows in this. We're going to have to bite the bullet and upgrade into some more, modern day technology in this house in terms of different framing and stuff like that, or ventilation systems and things. And a lot of businesses don't want to do that because they're so tired and busy doing everything else in their business that you say to them, right, let's move you to a new digital system. They'll be like, I can't be bothered. At an older age. And there's going to be a lot of people taking businesses to the market over the next 10 years and probably beyond.
Well, those boomers, they're going to want to release that cash at some stage.
So it might not even be that you want to do this now, but you might want to do it in the future. So get around some knowledge of people who are out there and have done it. And it might even be, learning on YouTube from American content, for instance, because there's probably more from them than Kiwi business owners or purchasers talking about it, because you have to be pretty niche to go, right, I'm going to make a whole stack of content around buying and selling businesses, unless it was something that you do. But in America, I'd say it's more common. Just be mindful of the fact that their tax rules and just everything's a lot different here, and the scale of business over there. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, sometimes Phil and I are like, should we move? should we go play over there and see what it's like?
Yeah.
But, you can still learn some of the principles from them, and it might even be trying to understand how to read an IM so that you can get some runs on the board that way.
Yeah, and I think just